the other half of our co-main event, making his way into the arena earlier. It is Duran Carlos. Now, both of these guys are looking for a win. Duran Carlos, 4-4, came out of the box on an absolute tear, winning his first 4 straight and then dropped the next. But coming up next, it is Terrence Carter. He'll be taking on Trevor Johnson.
Let's bring out our next bout of the evening, Trevor Johnson.
Coming to the cage, it is Trevor Johnson. Now, he has been training for over 8 years in the sport of mixed martial arts. He told me that this was just a good camp to hone his skills. Also, he said that he worked on some judo for his takedowns in this. He said that this was something new that he felt that he needed, so he went back to the drawing board and had to add it back in.
One of the things about working on judo for your takedowns is you need to be close. So you have to enter in already. Wrestling, you shoot from a little bit farther away. Judo is more of a body-to-body throw or takedown.
Let's bring out his opponent tonight, Terrence Carter.
Coming to the cage, sporting a perfect record of 2-0 in the world of mixed martial arts, it is Terrence Carter. Now, Terrence Carter found the world of mixed martial arts via Dragon Ball Z. I'm not real sure how or why, but that's what he told me.
I don't even know what that is, Jeremy.
As we go to our Supplement Superstore's tail of the tape, Terrence Carter, 24 years old, 6 foot tall, 154.6 pounds. Trevor Johnson, 5'9", 30 years old, and also at 154.6. This was a full camp for Terrence Carter, who says, I'm about to do work tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, he stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighs in at 154.6 pounds. Give it up for Trevor Johnson. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He stands 6 feet tall. He weighs in at 154.6 pounds. Please welcome Terrence Carter.
Referee Mike Anglin has the call for this fight. This fight is 3 3-minute rounds. Terrence Carter in the red tape, Trevor Johnson in the blue. Quick touch of the gloves and into the action. Pumping the jab here is Trevor Johnson.
Carter holding his hands out very far away from his face. Real long stance for Carter. Nice
Finds
left hand.
a home. Using that reach is Terrence Carter.
Johnson seems to be fine from those punches, though. A lot of movement out of Carter.
Johnson is trying, though, to chase Carter around here. He's not cutting off the cage, and he's eating the shots because of it.
Right, the speed of Carter is the tail of this fight so far. Is that just like you saw there, Jeremy? Johnson needs to cut off the cage, not follow Carter around.
Carter almost playing that parry game they're trying. Now as Johnson sweeps in, looking for the takedown. Big underhook there, though, coming, but nice shot coming out of Trevor Johnson using that close-ended judo.
Very nice inside trip out of Johnson. He closed the distance, got Carter against the cage, and got a very nice inside trip to get the fight to the mat.
Halfway through the first round here, Carter just trying to hang on here for dear life.
You know, one thing, Jeremy, that the referees will tell you in the pre-fight meeting is don't rely on me to get you up. If you want to get up, work up. Don't just hold on to the guy and expect me to get you up.
Trevor Johnson landing some shots to the body, working that ground and pound position.
1 minute left, Kansas City, let them hear ya!
Trevor Johnson told me that he wanted to be patient. That's what he's doing here as we are down to under 1 minute remaining in the first round of this 3-round contest. Working the body there is Johnson.
Yeah, and Johnson's also putting a lot of pressure, a lot of top pressure on Carter. Hoping to wear out his arms a little bit to cut down on some of that speed he has in the stand-up. Johnson needs to get a hook in, looking for an armbar.
Swarming here is Carter. But again with the takedown, it is Trevor Johnson. 10 seconds remaining.
Carter's lucky he didn't land that kick because Johnson was a downed opponent at the time of the kick, so that would have been an illegal kick.
How do you see that one with the takedown there? Did Trevor Johnson do enough to win that round?
I think he did enough. I mean, Carter landed 2 pretty good straight left hands on the feet, but with the takedown and the control on the ground that Johnson had, he didn't land a ton of damage, but he landed enough in my eyes, I think, to steal the round. Or to take the round from the judges, not necessarily steal it.
As we go here to our Mattingly Lumber instant replay, we see Trevor Johnson working for that armbar, gets thrown off, and here comes Terrence Carter to do some damage.
That was a high-risk, high-reward maneuver out of Johnson. That's something you generally want to do with less than 30 seconds left in the round, just like he did, because worst-case scenario, if you don't get the submission armbar, you're only on your back for a few seconds.
All right, Kansas City, let's get these guys fired back up. Let's make some noise.
Second round in this 3-round contest. Johnson takes the center of the cage again, trying to work here a little more. Big overhand finds a home, but Carter answers right back.
I think Johnson has kind of found what he wants to do. He wants to pressure Carter, not give him distance. He wants to pressure him, put his back on the fence, and look for a takedown eventually.
Working to get that pressure, but eats one coming from Carter. Terrence Carter in the red tape, Trevor Johnson in the blue.
And again, Johnson is following Carter around. He's not cutting off the cage. If I'm in the corner of Johnson, I want him to get this fight to the mat as soon as he can.
Again, Johnson trying to work that inside trip, gets him to the ground again. Looks to end in side control now, himself against the cage.
Yeah, this is definitely where Johnson has the best chance of winning this fight.
Works to get the back. Looking for that rear naked choke. He's got no hooks in, though.
It's possible to finish from this position. It's almost like a bulldog choke. It's better to get the hooks in, though.
Very high up, though, is Trevor Johnson.
And he gets
the tap. That is almost just a sheer, as you said, just kind of a raw crank down choke.
Yeah, they call it kind of a bulldog choke when you don't have your hooks in. It's kind of a power choke, but you get that arm under the chin and get it locked up on the other bicep. It is a painful choke.
As we see it here in the Mattingly Lumber instant replay, applying the choke is Trevor Johnson. Terrence Carter forced to tap. A big win there coming for Trevor Johnson. Again, great action in that fight, and still more action to come tonight, as in our main event, it's UFC veteran Vicious Bobby Volker taking on Strikeforce vet Justin Damone. Jeremy Johnson tonight, along with my partner Kevin Engel, live from Ameristar Casino in Kansas City, Missouri. Let's send it up to the cage to Stephen Bayer to give us our result.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee stops this bout 1 minute and 20 seconds into round number 2. Your winner by tap out from a rear naked choke out of the blue corner this evening, Trevor Johnson.
Big win for Trevor Johnson, adding another notch Great fight there out of it, ladies and gentlemen. We still have more action to come, and we will be right back here at Shamrock Fighting Championships.